hustle, make your kappa no loss.
Remember when football hold us? Today, now that very day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tox, and this is Football Fans Tribe. Over here, we interview Nigerian football fans after matches, and we give you Nigerian football fan content like this one, back to back. So if you're new here, please and I beg, click that subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching. So this is Nigeria Football Focus, where we're going to delve into everything NPFL, everything Nigerian players, and everything Nigerian football back to back. My name is Stokes. Like I said earlier, if you're new to this channel, I beg, just click that subscribe button, use your church mind, do them, and thank you so much for watching. Also like this video because the likes help the video, and of course it helps the channel as well. My name is Stokes one more time, and I'm not doing this alone. I have in the studio with me some prominent guests. Let me introduce the debutant first of all. His name is Abdul Kadir Adedapo, also known as the Radio Asensio, also known as Mr. Nigeria, also known as everything. He's a sports analyst, he's a football lover, Super Falcons and Super Eagles of Nigeria fan, and welcome to the show on your debut.
Good evening to you, Tox.
Yes, so I greet you, brother. How far?
It's good to be here. Good evening. I greet you.
Yeah,
Fine,
welcome.
no, I do. All this Antonio for only me. You can't make me fear.
You blush.
I blush you. At one point, they can't change my color.
I say, if you welcome, man, my bloody drop it for you one more time.
Thanks for having me. Good evening. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome, man. And then returning regular, Mazi Onwuka in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, good evening to you, Talks, and this is your name, Abdul Kadir. If I murder the name, I beg forgive me, no verse. But
Now Abdul Kadri, no hard. Now just Abdul Kadri, very simple.
Abdul Kadri, okay. Good to have you here, and big ups to all the football fans, stride fans all over the world. And welcome.
Yes, so welcome back, man. And then we have a lot to talk about. We will get into the NPFL matches won by follow, but all right, so these are the results from NPFL Matchday 30. There were so many surprises, penalties left, right, center, games with some controversial results. Rangers International being lashed 4-0 by Plateau United, the first game over the weekend. Dakada losing 2-3 at home to Rivers United, South Derby, that one. Heartland, Mazi's team, beating Shooting Stars 3-1. Kwara United 1-0. Aqua United, the champions, current reigning champions, or outgoing champions rather. MFM, glory to the Lord. He is worthy of our praise. 3-1 win over Gombe United. That's something you don't see every day. And then Niger Tornadoes, we know what happened there. Remo Stars 1, Kano Pillars 3, Aimba International 3-2, Nasarawa United, Sunshine Stars 2-0, Katsina United, and Wiki Tourist 1-0, Abia Warriors. So Mazi, how we go split up? You go take from Plateau to MFM, making take from Remo to Wiki. Or Abdul, you go like take from Plateau to MFM?
And let me start from Plateau. Make I start Plateau to of course, MFM.
Now let's go. So Plateau United 4-0 Rangers International. What a result, man.
Most definitely. You know, say I did not expect it personally. If you look at that game, you would say it will be tight game for both sides. But maybe you would also look at the fact that it's the first time that's talking about Enugu Rangers played without a manager. This season, who is away on national team duty. But 4-0, it gets us a bill. Just now, slaughter ground, no doubt about it. Fidelis Lechukwu and his boys have been, of course, slaughtering almost everything that come their way at the New Just Stadium, but against a side that are also fighting to try and see if they can finish second in the league, even though we know Remo Stars and, of course, I beg your pardon, we know Enugu Rangers and Rivers and Plateau United, I beg your pardon, are the two teams that look like chasing the league, even though it's now a one-horse race, you know, after Rivers did the needful. But that game, no be game where they're supposed to blow Enugu Rangers apart like that. When Mohamed Zulkifli put them ahead from the penalty spot, Enugu Rangers also had their own penalty. They can't miss them. That was where
Mm-hmm.
I think they lost a chance to come back into the game. And then Mohamed
Yeah.
scored again. The guy has been brilliant this season for Plateau United. And in the second half, Plateau United, one of their strengths is the defense. The likes of Itodo, Andrew
Mm-hmm.
Ikefe, these players
Very
have been
solid.
solid for them. So
Yeah.
you should expect that they will try their luck. And 4-0, I must tell you, was a very, very big score line. 2-0 would have been
Biggest defeat
moderate, but
for
4
Rangers International since 2017. He
you,
plenty.
you
They
can
pack am
imagine,
for bucket.
he plenty. See, they collect am woto like they talk. They collect am ukpo for body.
Woto
Now in they
bonus.
collect, but it's football. It's
Yeah, it
football, and
happens.
I'm sure they've learned one or two things. But it's painful because if you look at the trend of Enugu Rangers, even when they
Yeah.
go away, sometimes they try pick
Mm.
results, and you
Yeah.
could like say for this kind of game, they for fit try their luck. But 4-0, omo, they live to fight another day. If there's another deal, but for this particular game, omo, they blew them into pieces. They
Yeah.
blew
Yeah.
them well. They blew them, and there was no chance. There was no way back for them.
Mhm. And of course, Rivers United had to respond with their own win, 3-2 over Dakada.
Just give them the title. You don't finish. No need again. Just
It's
give them the
over.
title. 7 points. It's over. We know the
Mm,
NPFL now. If you get
mm,
if you get 8 games left and 4 na home game, Rivers will probably
yeah.
win all their home game. They will get one away
Mm,
win and one away draw,
mm,
and they'll win the
yeah.
league. And Plateau
Mm,
United, I know for a certainty, this second stanza go hard for Plateau going away to win games. Rivers
yeah.
have experience. You don't forget two good coaches for bench.
As in,
Make it a struggle. If
I
one head no
swear.
correct, the other one head go correct. Stanley
Mm-hmm,
Eguma
mm-hmm,
don know everything wey dey Port Harcourt. They join two
mm-hmm.
teams give am. You can't bring Fatai Osho wey carry Enyimba
Again,
experience join am. Haba.
as in,
So it's already showing that
too much
sometimes
sauce.
I've been the one that maybe Stanley Eguma and NFF people get problem because if you look at the national team coaches, you ask yourself
Mm.
why Stanley Eguma is not part of
He
it, but
never
that's
gets
not
a
the discussion for
consideration,
today.
self. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, but the
Mm,
man has shown it over the last few years that he has been consistent with this
mm,
side. They took the lead. That's why I like Rivers. There's this thing that comes with them. When they play at home, they play away. Give them fair
mm.
officiating, they'll play their game.
Normal.
Once they can guarantee that there's fair officiating, Rivers
Mm,
United will come out and play football. And that's what they did
yeah.
against Dakada. Even though I
Mm,
knew that there was a huge possibility they would get a point. Dakada have not been brilliant all season, whether home or away. Dakada have struggled. So
yeah.
I knew that in that game, Rivers United would have at least gotten something from that one. Because if you look at Dakada's home form, it's quite porous. 14 games this season at home, they've only won 9, they've drawn 2, and they've lost 3. For a
Three.
team that wants to stay afloat, they have the second worst home run in the NPFL this season. For a
Shows
team
you
that
why
wants
they are in
to
that
stay afloat in
relegation
the league,
fight. Yeah.
exactly, they should be winning most of their home
Mm,
game. And if you look at, of course, at Rivers United, they have the best away run in the NPFL. 5
yeah.
wins in 15 games, 6 draws, and they've only lost 4. So you
Mm,
could just look at it and say these guys have picked 21 points, including the game against Dakada away from home. So I
yeah.
think for
Yeah.
me, just give the title to Rivers United, except maybe something miraculous wants to happen. I don't think anybody will stop Rivers United. But massive kudos must go to Stanley Oguma and Fatah Osho with what they are doing
Mm-hmm.
in that team. It
For the
just
job
shows
they've
that
done.
when you think two managers cannot blend, they can actually blend in their own. Going
Very
to
well.
the next game, Atland against Shooting Stars.
Mm.
The shooting, and I like to call them up shooting, is needed. Atland needed such
Yeah.
a win.
Mm,
They needed that kind of win. We're looking at the fact that they are also down there within the relegation zone. So every home game they play this season is something they will want to take. They just picked
yeah.
their 9th win of the NPFL season. Not the best after 30 games, but 3-1 win over Shooting Stars is a welcome result. For Shooting Stars, they will look at it and say, we went away from home, we scored a goal. Maybe next time we can try to defend better and not concede
Mm,
more goal. But for Atlant, good one. Momentarily, of course, takes them off the bottom of the NPFL in some sorts, but they still remain in
yeah.
the relegation zone for now. They will just try and see how it will go for them. So good one
For them.
for Heartland of away,
Mhm.
winning all
Mhm.
3 points in that encounter. The next
Yeah.
game, Kwara United against Aqua United. See, Aqua United have been quite inconsistent, and it's something I worry for. It's something one should worry for reigning champions to be playing this way. You know, when they win the league last year, with the year say now boardroom points and the rest of it, and they're not proving to be champions this season because it's already
At
showing
all.
in their game.
Yeah.
If you're the champions of the NPFL, I don't think we've seen worse champions. Maybe my NPFL statistics no
I
strong,
don't think so
but I've not
either.
seen. I don't think we've seen
Mm.
any champion as bad as
This
this.
bad.
This season, Aqua
Yeah.
United has had three
Mm.
coaches. You know, the one,
Mhm.
of course, Boboye left. They had an interim
Mhm.
coach, and then a new coach also came in. We thought he stabled the ship a bit. That's of the former Sunshine Stars coach, but it's not looking like it's working. But for Kwara United, I think they will look at it and say Remo lost, so it was a chance for us to ensure that we do the needful. And a win at home when Remo lost is also good for them. They're now level on
Mhm.
points with Remo Stars. A bit Remo have just goal difference. I think what Kwara United need to improve is their defensive record. Kwara United has
Yeah.
scored 33 goals this season and have conceded 34. They sit fifth in
Mm.
the NPFL, but boy oh boy, they have a negative of -1. It makes me
I
remember
see.
Manchester United. You know, ladies.
All things in life must be
Make I no
balanced.
talk.
Nathanos.
I dey tell you, give and take. They got -1 now. Maybe they want do like Man United. They want end for 0 goal difference. Come the end of the season.
Yeah.
But that did for them, and of course, good one
Mm.
for them. We are seeing more home
Mm.
wins at this time of the season is expected in the MPF,
Yeah.
and of course, MFM. We
Mm.
like say they go vigil, and the only thing why I fit
Mm.
talk, MFM go
A
vigil.
strong,
That's why the
they
kids go
do
pay.
strong
Three
delivery night,
one, you
maybe
know.
on Friday.
I did tell you because you know when it can't be like saying I them offend God pass now. A whole MFM. But I think it's a good result. The fact
Yeah.
say, you know, when we see privately owned clubs, one may they stay for NPFL because these
Yeah.
teams
Yeah.
are supposed to be playing regularly in the league. The
Mm.
government owned clubs will always find a way to find their way around it. But for of
Yeah.
course MFM against Gombe United, good one for them. Michael Ojodomo, that guy is proving to be the catalyst for
Mm-hmm.
MFM if they eventually survive, which I doubt. I think relegation is almost certain for them. Ever since they lost Fidelis in the Chuku, Tony Bulus came in. We didn't see the synergy. He left for Vandreza. Imagine leaving an NPFL club for an NNL
For a
club.
lower
Like
division side.
it's
Yeah.
exactly. So it shows you that
Mm.
something is not right in
Mm.
MFM administratively. Maybe they'll get it right, but I think they'll get it right in the NNL next season. If they survive, it's going to be one of the 7 miracles of the world. Maybe in the Bible, they've told them somewhere that if they pray more and kabash more, they might
Mm.
survive, but it will be very difficult for MFM. But good win for them at home against Gombe United.
Yeah, and then Niger Tornadoes Lobby Stars. Everybody will have a lay in on this one. Well, Omo, all these things. When would they end?
Well, okay.
Yeah, now go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, you see, for Niger Tornadoes, this is the second time they are doing this thing this season. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
last time they were banished to Abuja, I saw one of their games. I think it was against Aqua United where they were beaten by a goal to nil. And immediately
Yeah.
I saw the reaction of some sections of their fans there. I told somebody jokingly that Niger will repeat this thing after they leave Abuja. They will do it before the end of the season, and they've done
I
it
see.
again against Lobby Stars. I think this time
Mm-hmm.
around, you know, they are in the last game when they were banished to Abuja the last time when they played Rivers United, they had a 2 points suspended deduction. But I think
Yeah.
that 2 points should not just be taken off. They should take away the 2 points and take away 3 more points
3 more
to make it
points,
five
safe.
points, and
Mm.
then ensure that they don't play in the MPF. In fact, if they're going to calculate more points to ensure they don't play in the MPFL next season, then it should
Mm.
happen. We
Yeah.
cannot allow some teams mess the NPFL up for us. The league is not strong. We dey try make
Yeah.
the league good, and some teams still
Mm-hmm.
dey mess the league for us. You
I,
know, right
I
now.
feel it's something organizational with them because obviously this club needs fan orientation. At least if people they come watch on a match, say them be supporters of a club, there should be some sort of orientation for this people because now all these things, though it they
You
happen
know
for everywhere across the world, but for your record as a
exactly.
football club to be this poor and it keeps happening over and over again, something they wrong with your club. No be it's not. We can't just look at it as a normal incident again. Mazi,
Anything
what
that
do you
happens
think?
every time.
I did very disappointed when I hear that particular one, abandoning the game
Mm.
at halftime. We say the
Yeah.
referee then be come out and a hand been one touch them, and they had to run back into the dressing room, and after a while they couldn't come out. You know why it made me say this season? I think now one season where we don't get so many incidents of violence. Now, not just violence, repeated. We just dey talk about Kano pillars their own. Where we say they can't banish them again. We just come out from that one, and now this, and the thing don't spread. We don't see many clubs. We don't see even the church boys, MFM, at one time. Even their captain day, but we don't see many teams this season. Dakada where they slap somebody, they slap one of the officials. One of the
officials. I think the fourth official.
One of the officials, one of the coaching crew, one of the assistant coach, nine do that kind of thing. So we see that thing for camera, and you could be one that say, "Will they go forward? Or will they go backward?" Just like Abdul Kadir will be talk. So they try to package the big, and then people they very disappointing. And talking about Naija Tornadoes, talking about that particular side, Niger State. One of the Ogaden for inside NFF talking about Alhaji Fresh. Now one man we don't do for the NFF. I expect say if anybody go. If any state will sabi when it comes to orientation of what is expected football wise, it's not supposed to be a team like Naija Tornadoes. I did very disappointed, and however it be, if we talk say okay, make them kill them, make them bond them, make them do anything, but then remember say we get the LMC framework, and of course anything where they could take will come from there.
LMC they don't try so far this season for punishment, so I just everybody they wait, and I don't say they're not going to disappoint.
Exactly. So we could just cool down. We not go overflog the issue. We not go take law into our hand. We go respect the authority talking about the LMC, and we go trust. Say the decision where they go take on this matter, and decision where go favor everybody.
Yeah. And then at the next game, Mazi just run down from Remo Stars to Wiki Tories. Just run down the rest of the games.
Yes, Remo Stars and Kano Pillars, surprise game for me. I expect goals to be that game. I expected goals in that particular one, but Remo, very disappointing for them. Losing right there to Kene, but it shows you how much desire Kano Pillars have this season to, get out of that relegation drop. After the deduction of the 3 points, we saw them languishing in relegation battle for a while. But after those two games, the one they played with Katsina United, they replay about 11 minutes where they won in Abuja. Then following that up with this one, giving MFM that back-to-back defeat. It shows you that this team, they are here for business. With the talk say when person wake up 9 in the morning, and maybe now 9 Kano Pillars their morning, and they are doing everything. The second team to get an away win this week alongside Rivers United. It shows you how much they want to stay afloat. Say Lion Pikin not supposed to be with goats. So Kano Pillars not supposed to that relegation area, and then they show us why they be the same as Subida.
Then definitely fighting back.
Yes, fighting back and trying to get themselves. But I did very impressed with that particular one against Nasarawa United. Why I go talk say I did very impressed with it. Eyimba they without their coach finish the judge where they on international duty with the Super Eagles. Yes, but for us to see that kind of display from Eyimba side, where we could talk say they start very low, they start very slowly this season. It go now something we would be very happy about. Eyimba, very fantastic display. In the absence of Mboma, we see some other people don't step up to score goals for that particular team. Against the Nasarawa United side, where they're very solid. If we talk say, no be Nasarawa, no, Nasarawa are solid team. Remember, Nasarawa are one of the 7 teams who never lose at home this season. Remember how far they go last season with the FA Cup, the I2 Cup. Just now for finals, where Bayelsa United can't win them. And the run where they get, if not for the boardroom points of Rivers United, perhaps we foresee Nasarawa United for the continent. So go think that one a small win, a pushover win. Eyimba don't they show say maybe towards the end of the season, the way they no start well, they won't make up for towards the end of the season. And I must say very big kudos to them. The only question is if they
big kudos. Okay, go on.
Yeah, if they go keep up the momentum for the remaining 8 games of the season, and of course they try to get themselves in and around those continental spots.
And then a kudos to Farouk Mohammed scoring the winning penalty in the 87th minute when he dropped the ball in the fear, but then neatly dispatched for Eyimba there, and then they collect all the 3 points. On to the next game now, Mazi. Sunshine Stars 2-0 Katsina United.
Yeah, Sunshine Stars of Akure 2-0 against Katsina United. Katsina United, the arrival of the new coach, they're talking about Usman Abdallah. He can't give many hopes for that particular team. Say things will happen. another coach too. We can't live in team for more go national duty. Maybe they miss the coach too much for Sunshine Stars to actually collect that one. But good results for Sunshine Stars. We don't see them team where we say they never really did too bad, even from the days of the Gianni for them. I think we don't they try, and they will still say the new coach talking about Emmanuel Dodge, don't they try to continue from where that man did Gianni stop, and
Stop.
fantastic one for Sunshine Stars, and they try this at home, and they try to do the business, and they kudos for them. Anyhow, remember still last season, I think we said that they try struggle relegation, but this season, remember when even the Oracle Bengal good but leave that team, because of the way they struggle last season. But since the Gianni come last season, they escape relegation. I feel say this season they don't improve from waiting they beat last season. And for me, I be best way to say this season, Sunshine Stars supposed they're among the top 10 for the table with the way they don't perform this season.
Yeah, nice one. And then the final game now, that's a Wiki Tories 1-0 Abia Warriors.
Yeah, Wiki Tories, yes. One game where we say I be no think that for me, I been thinking that game will end for draw. Because yes, Wiki don't lose just one game this season at home. And the Abia Warriors to another very decent side, especially at home, they're very, very decent and very compact team. I be think say that game for me in my mind will be maybe score draw, goalless draw. But for Wiki to grind out that result from Abia Warriors, good result for them. And of course, it could do them a whole lot of good as far as the season is concerned. Very good result for Wiki. Abia Warriors, I get concerned about it for all the good things that they do for home. One of the teams too, we never lose at home this season. Unfortunately, their away result, they very, very poor. They don't get only 1 point in their last 5 games. That is one draw. So they need to try to convert that their home form, at least try to use and get something on the road. So I did very disappointed for all the good things that they do, for their home. They need to back them up with something away from home. But overall, kudos to Wiki for that particular one as they get the 3 points with the involved.
Yeah, nice one. And then kudos to the rest of the teams. Yeah, so this is how the table looks like after match day 30 of the NPFL. Is Rivers United top with 7 points. Very, very crucial game tomorrow. Very, very crucial game tomorrow. And then Rangers International 48 points down at the bottom. Dakada don't replace MFM. We win their own game. So Dakada are currently on 30 points. MFM on 31 points. Heartland also in the relegation battle. Like I keep saying every week, everybody from Dakada go reach. Okay, small space down the danger, but from Dakada to Abia Warriors definitely did that relegation battle. Nobody around there. If you there for front and you slack, it just takes 2 games and 8 matches remain. So anything can happen. Definitely. So Aimba International 45 points, sitting on 6th position. League big names, Kano Pillars currently 12th, underperforming in the league this season, and we'll see how the rest of the games pan out. Don't forget the NPFL Matchday 31 tomorrow, Wednesday, and kicks off. So we'll be reviewing match day 31 and then the weekend match day as well together on next week's episode of Niger Football Focus. On to the next matter now, as we talk about our Niger players abroad. We know most of the European leagues don't end, but there were still some that are still going on. Shout out to Xavier Godwin winning the Portuguese Lega Pro, which is the 2nd division player of the season with 10 goals and 3 assists, performing back-to-back, delivering goals and delivering good performances for his team. So good on Xavier Godwin. Also another top performer all the way in the Saudi Arabian League, Iga. No look pass, no ni. I tell you, Luis Diaz mode.
Highest goal scorer.
Highest goal scorer in the Saudi Arabian League. He now has 10 goals for Al Hilal since joining the club in the, let me just say, basically in February he joined, and then he has 22 goals in the league. They are level on points with Al Hittidad on top of the league there. So he's going on, and congrats to Odonegalo, another goal.
Al Hittidad won't go to that league. They shock me.
You go shock you now. It go just be the thing go just happen. And congrats to Igalo. This man cannot stop scoring at the moment. And again, big congrats once again to Super Z Asisat Oshola winning the Copa de la Reina with Barcelona. I mean, if you did a Barcelona women's team, now for you to just ready your hand to the carry trophy back to back, just go gym so that you go feel the lift up, because this Spanish trophy.
Why they don't carry the Champions League? Why they don't carry the Champions League?
They meet who pass there now.
I want just scatter the party scatter. So more continue.
Your plan don't work now, well done. And then congratulations to our man who Sabi for this week. He has the highest number of goal contributions in the second division in Spain. His goal was decisive as UD Almeria. They won the league and then they gained promotion into La Liga. Of course, in that game they faced CD Leganes way, another Super Eagles player. Kenneth Omeru they play for, and he had a goal in that game himself alongside our man we Sabi for this week. Big Sadiq Umar, 18 goals and 9 assists in the Spanish second division. No player, I repeat, capital letter, no player was involved in more goals in that division, and then that decisive draw, was all they needed. As you can see, celebrating with his teammates. Believe, and you will see the glory of God. MFM branch, Almeria.
you know why they happy for this particular one. I mean they tell my guys for am I live? Okay. I mean they tell my guys for our show yesterday, say are they very happy for this particular one because we remember say for the English Premier League, Watford carry like 5 of our Nigerians go.
5.
But this now,
back
yes, for the last,
on top next
season.
They
no pass 5 if you have Dele Bashiru.
No, but now for what we lose for the English Premier League now, the Spanish La Liga, we don't get 2 players we don't come up to the top division. Talking about Sadiq Umar and Kenneth Omero. So for chemistry, they call them
Kenneth no come. Leganes no come. No, they didn't. They no promote.
I think they needed a win, Abi. They needed a win.
No, Leganes actually finished 10th. They finished 10th. They no promote.
All right, I think I saw that somewhere. Okay, I need to confirm that. But thanks for the clarification. All right, but good one for Sadiq Umar, and I also need to mention.
Leganes actually finished 12th. No wonder no joy.
If he even be in last game, if he be Omero last game, except he won't kiss Super Eagles goodbye. It's time to leave that club.
Yeah, of course.
Playing the second division for 2 consecutive seasons will not help him. Just go to Turkey, their retirement club.
Then big mention for Victor Moses. He win the Russian Cup.
Exactly.
So
and even Onazi, just to add Onazi, he get promoted within Al Adala club for Saudi second division. Our old legs, they still shine.
They're still there. So congrats to everybody. And don't forget, guys, the Super Eagles have a game with Ecuador. That one will be Friday morning, 1:30 a.m. So we'll be looking into that game. We have a match preview for the game coming up right here on the channel, and it will be a very solid one. The Super Eagles will be back in town for that game against Ecuador before then return to Abuja to play the African Cup of Nations qualifiers later on in the month of June. So, all right, so that's about it. That's the full program. Final thoughts, Mazi.
Final thoughts, tomorrow we go day live for Adoke Amesimaka Stadium. Anyhow, it will be anyways away, but Rivers United, they don't get choice. But for me, I feel say that game's supposed to end in a draw because go day if Rivers United lose that game, they don't cut the gap back to 4. If Plateau United, Rivers United win, the gap don't increase to 10. I'm not sure say Plateau won that 10 gap lead. The remember saying that then give Rivers United their first defeat of the season. They beat them for the reverse fixture for inside draw. So that game, Rivers United took the fine revenge for you. So that game could be very tight. Me, I feel say bad as bad. The game could just end draw. But I go there live to watch that game tomorrow. See as it go go down because that game I go tell us where the trophy will go.
No, well, Mazi, I go try make the trip now. A long trip for me, but I'll try make the trip. Maybe we'll possibly have
they call a long walk to freedom.
And then Radio Asensio, final thoughts.
Tox, thanks for having me, Mazi. Respect. I just have to sign with you for Rivers United, but now tomorrow league will end. Rivers United will be Plateau. They don't try. Maybe they fight for second and third, but the league will end tomorrow. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, nice one. Thanks for coming through, man. On that note, we thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support as always. If you never like this video, you are wrong. So click the like button, and we have another episode of this coming up next week. Don't forget, we have a match preview for the Nigeria versus Ecuador game, and of course, we'll try to do a watch along for that game as well. So stay here on Football Fan Tribe. You can follow the guests on their individual social media handles. If you search Abdul Qadir Adirapo on Instagram, you'll be able to see his Instagram page is radio_Asensio. And of course, Mazi don't already knock in hand to put for there. Make you no go type another thing when no be So
Very
give
important.
Mazi a follow. Give Mazi Onwuka a follow on his Instagram, Twitter. Just search these guys. They are great football guys. Have a conversation with them, throw some banter, and we move on from there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again next week. Like I said, we don't stop. The content keeps coming, and we move.